This was one of the most prestigious golf courses in New Zealand, and now it's abandoned. And so I'm down here to see if it's still playable and figure out what really happened here. What? Walking in through the main entrance, you can see straight away that everything's just deteriorated. All the grass is long, nothing's been managed, just completely left. Absolutely no maintenance whatsoever. This was once one of New Zealand's most prestigious golf courses, but over the years the course fell into financial difficulty.
Oh, it's a bit shit show. No due process, no nothing. It's just been, certainly illegal the way it's gone down.
All right, we're going off-roading here into muddy as area. Look at this place. It's one of the most controversial stories in New Zealand golf. The old driving range, wow. You speak to locals and former members, and you'll hear strong opinions about how Gulf Harbour ended up here. Some believe the course was deliberately allowed to decline. Others point to the reality that running a world-class golf course is incredibly expensive and financially challenging. I was just coming the back route to see the clubhouse, but there ain't a clubhouse there anymore. Where I'm standing here used to be the clubhouse. This whole big area, multiple levels. I never got a chance to actually walk through it before because I never played Gulf Harbour, but I can imagine that it would have been a beautiful clubhouse. So I don't know the layout of this actual clubhouse. I don't know what was where. I'm gonna have to have a look online and have a little gander at where everything was positioned. Oh, what? Courses like Gulf Harbour aren't cheap to run. Maintaining fairways and greens and machinery and irrigation systems and staff wages can cost millions of dollars every year. Was Gulf Harbour simply another victim of the economics of modern golf? Let's go down and have a look at this place. Or is there more to the story here that I'm not quite understanding? How do they develop it? Like, how can they do anything else with it other than a golf course?
Well, they can't really unless they change, which is what this Greg Oliver tried to do.
Yes.
He wanted to sell off the front 9.
This one over here?
No. Over the other side of Gulf Harbour Drive. That's the front 9.
Okay.
And this is the start of the back 9.
Okay. Wow. 2024. I don't remember the exact month, but I would say that it was winter, maybe like May, June. We had these massive downpours of rain, and we had this big storm come through, just days and days of rain. And all of a sudden, I just remember seeing on the news that the Gulf Harbour clubhouse was on fire.
Last night at about 11:55, Fire and Emergency New Zealand responded to a building on fire here at the Auckland Country Club.
So 2024, this fire starts smashing the clubhouse, and this is where the extent of it all ended up. They just had to demolish it all. We've got to find some more information out about this place. I want to see if I can find one of the locals around here, have a chat with them, see if we can figure out what happened back then and what's sort of happening now.
I mean, at one stage, that fairway down there was unrecognisable.
Was it?
Yeah. But now...
So they're just cutting all that grass out and just maintaining it all?
Yeah, just a group of people that are just, every so often. Otherwise it wouldn't look as good as it does. It could be just a jungle.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because back in 2024, when we had those big fires, I remember seeing them.
Yes.
And it was during this massive storm, and there was rain everywhere. And it blew my mind that it escalated to the point where it pretty much took the whole clubhouse out.
Well, we'll just put it down to vandals.
I think, yeah. Well, without you only speculate, right, and assume what happened. But for it to happen during a storm, while it's raining, for the fire to be that intense is, it's a little bit fishy.
It was all purposely.
Yeah.
When the club rooms went, it was just an amazing sight. So however they done it,
yes,
they made sure the whole lot went off at once.
Are you much of a golfer yourself, sir?
You
get out here? Okay.
No, but I play.
You dabble?
I dabble, yes. Yeah.
Just going to head down to the driving range and hit a couple of balls. See if I can get warmed up, get the swing feeling good before we get out onto this course. Yeah, just looking to get 50 balls, please. Just to get the swing working and the body moving. It's a bit cold this morning. Anybody here? No? Okay. I guess I'll just have to use my own then. Not gonna find those, am I? Let's take this course for a little bit of a test. He said that hole 10 here we were about to play off is the main one that's managed. So we should be able to get at least up to the green, and then from there, we'll probably just have to pick up, because I highly doubt that they're gonna be maintaining the green.
I did a lot of the wiring here when it was being built.
Did you?
Yes.
Wow.
And
Let's go see what this course has to offer, really. It was cool to speak with old Barry, understand a little bit more about the course. How cool that he was literally the electrician on that clubhouse. What are the odds that we run into him? Oh. Just walking along and met one of the guys that mows the grass out here. And you know what he says to me? He says, "Oh, sorry, it hasn't been mowed in a little bit." I was like, "Mate, you don't need to say sorry. Course is abandoned. You guys are just keeping it up to scratch so us hackers can get out on the course."
there was
Golfers,
2
right?
New Zealand Opens here.
Wow.
Trent Jones that designed
Robert
it.
Trent Jones here, Jr. I heard that John Daly played here. Michael Campbell was here.
Yes, he was. Lydia Coe.
Lydia Coe.
This was her home for a while, was her home club here.
Wow.
I watched one day when they were doing, a couple of years before all this happened,
Yes.
he arrived here in a
Right
helicopter.
down there is my old primary school.
So apparently, over the other side, past hole 11, is where things get really good. No way. Oh my God, that is probably one of the most beautiful holes I've ever seen. You literally tee off from up here, and I'm assuming play over to that raised up island, literally right on the edge of the cliff. We cannot lose the opportunity to play this hole. This is unbelievable. That makes me so sad, thinking about how beautiful this hole would have been back in the day. And now we've lost it, gone to the grass. What an unbelievable hole. Could you imagine swinging a driver off here? Kind of makes you feel really sad, doesn't it, to lose a course like this? So this course was built back in the 90s, I think late 90s. And during those 90s period, there was a huge amount of investment going into international golf courses in New Zealand because people thought that this would be the destination for it. So we had the likes of the lakes down in Pawanui, Carrington Estate up in Northland, Clearwater down in Christchurch, and then Gulf Harbour. So those were built sort of in the 90s. I think Clearwater might have been very early 2000s. But all this investment came over thinking New Zealand was going to be a massive hub. And out of all 4 of those courses, there's really only one that holds international tournaments, and that's Clearwater in Christchurch. So as you can see, this hole is one of the ones that has not been maintained. The grass is just taken off. Oh, here. Woohoo. I never thought I'd find it. Oh, I just shanked it dead right. Here it is. Oh, there we go. What do you sort of see from this? What do you see the future? Do you think it'll develop?
I just hope
Yep.
someone will, whoever will do it, the council, the IRD, will sell it. Maybe someone will restore it.
Yeah.
That would be the ultimate.
So you think restore the full 18-hole course?
Yes.
Cool, that's tens of millions of dollars to try and do that.
It is.
It's a lot of money.
It Which is a lot of money.
The old toilet blocks, completely smashed up. At this point, I'd heard plenty of opinions and I'd seen the state of Gulf Harbour with my own 2 eyes. Locals fighting to save the course, others saying it was gone forever. So I decided to dig a little deeper. Auckland Council's original vision for Gulf Harbour. Then I found this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and all of this wording and clauses to specify that the golf course is to be open space and nothing more. But all of this wording specifying that the golf course should be open space. What happens when the golf course is no longer a golf course? So the course, especially this back 9, is starting to track along this cliff line. You can see right down the bottom there, those big cliffs and a beautiful green right over on that peak. Isn't that stunning? So the question really comes down to, is an abandoned golf course still playable? With about 15 balls lost, 1 camera battery, 0 putts the whole round, yeah, technically it is playable, as long as the locals are cutting the course, cutting the grass and looking after it for you. I guess it is. The future for Gulf Harbour? Nobody knows. But I'm going to keep an eye on it and see what eventuates.